Right, in this video I'm going to be talking about the MA setup. MA is set up to test 113 the 113 to 115 area. The January 20th 105 calls could be used, or the February 17 110 calls could be used. I will explain some facts on how to use the options. So this is a power trick or trade Sandro and power trick or trade Shaya idea. Shaya brought this up to me. We talked about this, in the new year. I never posted it. I didn't. I wanted to look for at least a good confirmation day coming in. We got that today, and so I wanted to talk about the setup here because I mean this could have an earnings run, and there's a couple of good options to be used. That if we do get a good earnings run, this could make some good money. So what we want to do is we want to see MA needs to break above 106, some strong action volume. Good action volume is 600K on a 10-minute chart. If the volume is less than that, then look for, well, I want to see some more volume, and because volume, this is a nice. There's some. I like the volume patterns in the stock, and all we're lacking now is the momentum, power, and pressure. And if we can get that, this stock can get moving. Of course, this entry point is early because theoretically we need to break above the 108 area over here, 108 and a half. But if we get the right action, we can enter in earlier in anticipation of a breakout of there. And if we get that breakout of 108 and a half area, then this 113 to 115 area could be had. Now, again, if for example, now let's go take a look at the options in this here. All right, so here we'll take a look at the first set of options, the January 20th that someone could use 105 calls. There's a lot of action. Look at this. Look at lots of volume trading here, and of course there's a lot of volume trading in the 110s. But if you're gonna go with the 110s, we'd want to go with more time, and I'm going to talk about that. But I would use the 105 calls on their earlier signals. Um, and again, if one wants to have more time and get a good price where the options can if Mastercard does make a strong move, um, then basically the options I would look for are the February. Look at the February 17. I actually show you something here. So some nice action happened today, and the 110 calls. As you can see, there was 676 options bought. So some action happened. Some people decided to call to get into these 110 calls, right? And of course, you're going to be buying time, plenty of time. And if in anticipation here, where the big money can be made in in Mastercard is when we break through the 110. If we were to get to those targets, it's very possible that this makes a strong move. Now, if it does, I mean, even you can obviously if it doesn't move fast enough, you can always take in small profits. But you got a lot of time here, and so these are really good. I would consider looking at these. I mean, these 110 calls. They're inexpensive. They would trigger in around the $2 area, and anticipation that they're gonna take this for a nice run to the to that 112, 113, 115 area before the end of the month. And with these options, you have plenty of time. Something to consider. As you can see, there was a lot of quite a bit of trading happening in the 110. So this is an anticipation of higher prices happening for Mastercard, right? And you again, Mastercard's not a fast mover. Let's go back to the charts here. Mastercard's not a fast mover, but you know what? If you give it a few days, 3-4 period day of holding, right? And it does move, 50 cents to a dollar in a few day in a 4-day period. Those options can gain a lot of money, right? So you got to look at it that way. This isn't a fast mover, and because it's not a fast mover, but it will make its move. More time. That's a nice thing, and you got to be really quick with the short. Like if you see something you don't like with the shorter period, the January 20s can be used as well. You can trade both, by the way. You could buy some of the January 20th January the 20th 105 calls or the February 17 110 calls, right? So you can buy a combination, okay, and trade. But a suggestion, I mean, everyone's going to have different ways, right? So the safe way is to go with the February 17 110 calls. A very safe way to make a lot of profits, okay? 100 200% gains. Again, this is a slower mover, and again, a couple of weeks to achieve something like that would be a good time frame for Mastercard. So it's something to hold for the great move, okay? Because they can chop it up there. But this 106 area is an earlier entry signal if we get the pressure and power. And if we don't, then we'll look for basing of 106 and a break of the 106.5 area. Now, if you like these plans of mine, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me bring you to it here. So here's my YouTube channel, Power Target Trades. You're going to see the Sandro here circle show up over here. That's an easy way. Click on the Sandro icon is an easy way to subscribe. You'll see it show up at the end of the video. Also, I advise you to check out my website, Power Target Trades. Let me show you that. So you hit this link, and when you hit that link, it'll bring you to the site, Power Target Trades. See that nice background? Oh, look at that, nice and cool, right? But one of the reasons why you want to come here is PowerTargetTrades.com. But why want you to come here is I have this great video here. Google 300% gains in 3 days, Apple 200% gains in 3 days. I advise people to see a lot of my other videos and plans. So I make a lot of great plans for fast, sometimes for slower moving plans. That take a few weeks to fast moving plans. But Google, you should see this one here. As this documents the options, what they cost, and what you could have exited with. You have to see this video. It's a great informative video here. Isn't that nice? The people, the water background here. So there you have it, people. Check out this video here on my my website. Check out a lot of my other videos. Power Target Trades. Subscribe to Power Target Trades on YouTube. Look for the Sandro Power Target Trades circle coming at the end over here. Click on that to simply subscribe. And if you have an issue, subscribe. Just come here manually to Power Target Trades to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Like the video.